Next up for Manchester United is Southampton. With City, Liverpool, Forest and Chelsea all dropping points, plus others, we are 14th after all, the opportunity is there for a big win. Now after Liverpool and Arsenal, United have got momentum. Historically, we've let this momentum slip in recent years. Can we see a change? Can we keep building and taking another step forward? That's the question. Let's run through all the team news for Ruben Amorim and my prediction for Thursday night's Premier League game at Old Trafford. So next up for Manchester United is bottom of the table Southampton at home. Will we be complacent? Will we build on what we saw against Liverpool and Arsenal? Well, we'll find out on Thursday night. I'm going to run through my starting 11 and my questions about it because I think Amorim is going to have to rotate. Man United got 4 games coming up in 10 days. I'm going to speak about who needs to be rotated, who should stay in the starting 11, my prediction. You can let me know your prediction in the comments below. But on paper, United are going to go into this game as favourites. We may well be 14th. But Southampton are rock bottom. They've had a very poor season. And this is a game on paper where United should feel confident. But as I said, United got 4 games in 10 days. I really do not think it is a coincidence that our 2 best team performances this season have come when we've had a week between each of them. It's made a big difference, not only to the training, but the fatigue levels, the fact that we were able to go until the end against Arsenal. If we were playing 2 games that week, I very much doubt we would have been able to do that. We've got Southampton coming up, then Brighton, then Rangers. 3 home games in the space of a week, and then Fulham away. There's going to have to be rotation. And the big question here, and you can let me know what you think in the comments, which players do you think have to be rotated? Now, I think we will see Maguire drop to the bench. Because remember that he missed 2 training sessions in the build-up to the Arsenal game, but played anyway. I think he'll be rested. Right, this is not a case of dropping any players. This is a case of resting players. And I think, personally, you will see Mainoo drop to the bench. Mainoo is a bit like Lenny Yoro this season with United and managing the minutes that he's playing. I think those 2 for sure will be rested. Now let's run through the starting 11. And the questions that we've got. As I said, I think Maguire is somebody who we can cope without in this game. Because we've got De Ligt, who can move into that central centre-back role. And then you've got Lenny Yoro, who I think should be fit to start this game. That's what you get. You have to rotate your team across the course of the season. Maguire's probably our most important defender right now. So I'm certainly not dropping him. But I'm resting him. And Martinez, I think it's been really good to see him come into some form in these last 2 games. I've been very concerned about him. But he's found his timing. I keep saying how important that is to Martinez's game, but the aggression has always been there, but he's been missing the tackles. He's been a second late. He's looked much better in these last 2 games. Now, I think there's a question to be asked about Ahmad and where he starts. Let me explain. A Ruben Amorim team, when it's fully... Oh, by the way, we know, of course, that Delo won't be playing this game because he's suspended, so there'll be a change there. When an Amorim team is in full flow, you're going to have 3 at the back and you're going to have aggressive wing-backs. In these last few games, you've seen United play with 5 at the back. Very good defensive shape, but 5 at the back. Is this the game where we could see this? Right, Mazraoui going over there to left wing-back and Ahmad going back into that right wing-back position. The best version of the Amorim team that I think we've got is one where you're going to have wingers as wing-backs in the goodness of time. It's early stages, hence why we've been playing 5 at the back. But Southampton at home, you can go more aggressive. I think so anyway. So I think this could be a game where we see Ahmad drop back into that right wing-back position and then you see Mazraoui go across the left wing-back. You could see Mazraoui get rested, by the way, and then Malacia come in, not outside the realms of possibility. I'm hoping at some point in these next 4 games, by the way, that we see Kukonki make his debut too. And maybe if we're in control of this game towards the end, could be where you get to see him make his debut. Now, this man is proving his worth. It's not a surprise. I think he's more confident on the ball than I expected him to be. But in terms of off the ball, he is everything to this team. I think he stays in the starting 11. Personal opinion. But I think I think Mainoo gets rested. I think Mainoo's minutes are getting managed like Yoro's minutes are getting managed. And he started to look a lot better against Liverpool and Arsenal. So I think Mainoo on the bench. Would you start Toby Collier in midfield here? I mean, you could conceivably. I think he'll start Eriksen. Personal opinion. As long as it's not Casemiro and Eriksen together, I think you can still get something out of Casemiro or Eriksen at different points if they play. Ideally, Casemiro is moved on in January, and for that reason, I'm going to be putting Eriksen there. So that's my midfield made. Now, in attack, what change are we making? Well, we know one change it won't be made. Bruno's starting this game. Bruno's fit. Easy. So Bruno starts as the left-sided forward. Who starts alongside him? Garnacho, I think, earned some praise, rightfully so, against Arsenal. We played on the counter and it worked, and that's where you get the most out of Garnacho. Do I think he'll start this game again? Yeah, I think he will, because I've gone for Ahmad deeper. Now, if Ahmad doesn't play deeper and Ahmad plays further up, then I think you'll see Garnacho drop to the bench. I think you'll see Ahmad play alongside Bruno. I think you'll see Mazraoui start at right wing back, and I think you'll see Malacia start as left-sided wing back. But a change I think we'll definitely be seeing, and we've been seeing this pretty much consistently all season, is Højlund and Xerxes keep rotating who's starting up front. And I think this game, we will see Xerxes start up there. After the buzz that he's had, look at the smile on his face, man. He's had a rough few weeks. That would have meant a lot to him. So that's the starting 11 that I'm going for. How many changes have I gone for? One with Yoro. Ah, sorry, my bad. The whole time Binder's been in goal. Binder was great, but I know that we'll start this game. Done diddly. At least I remember that towards the end. So that's one change. 2 with Yoro. 3 with Eriksen. 4 with Ahmad. And 5 with Xerxes. That's 5 changes. I think we're going to need to. There's 2 different versions of Amorim we might see on the sideline here. That version that we've seen against Newcastle or Bournemouth at Old Trafford. Or this version that we've seen the last couple of weeks. And I very much hope it's this version. My prediction for this game, I'm going for a 3-1 United win. Sure, rotating is always a risk. But it's a necessity when you're playing games every 3 days. And we've got 4 games in 10 days. It won't be the same starting 11 going in every game. It's just impossible. You could see Collier start this game. Not outrageous as an idea. I think Mainoo will get his minutes managed, and I think Maguire will too. So De Ligt moves back into the central centre-back position. Yoro comes in. I think Yoro will be fit to start this game. We'll find out. I'm going for a 3-1. United have got enough. Need to not go into this game complacent and expecting to win, but also going in with a confidence that we should be doing this against Southampton, who are bottom of the league at Old Trafford. I'm going for a 3-1 win. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. But Brighton is coming up on Sunday. On paper, a more difficult game than Southampton, but you have to approach each game at a time. 5 changes for me. Let's hope I'm right about the result. Who's in your starting 11? Let me know in the comments, as you always do.